Let's come up, folks. Folks and jokes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that we can try play us in. Nick, just play us in, man. I love it so much.
The same
shit. Oh my fucking god. That was a horror show. Was a dumbass show. Some bullshit. Oh my
god, that sucked. But the Nakamura part, because the rest of the show was actually not too bad. Fuck you, Hovig, you bitch, and your mic is muted. You gotta fix that shit.
I wasn't even talking. I'm chewing gum.
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna hear some type of like air conditioning noises. Oh man, no. I am really curious as to why you think that. And I think Trey thinks the same thing because we talked a little bit earlier, and Trey, you kind of said something around the same bit.
Nah. It really wasn't that big of a fucking bad show. It just rhymed.
Yeah. No, Sean's stuck in my head.
I know.
Over here in the chat, BBM's over here once again. He's saying, "Yo, just noticed that Goldberg lost to WrestleMania so he can be in the TV show The Flash." Oh yeah, you're right. That is gonna be happening.
He's in The Flash?
Yep, he's in The Flash. I forgot about that. That's actually pretty cool.
Can we get pictures? Because I ain't trying to watch the episode, but
you should watch the episode. Actually, CW's been doing good. Tonight's Black Lightning as well, so I cannot wait. Like once we end this show, I'm actually gonna go watch that shit. So I can't wait for that.
Once we end this show, I'm gonna go mess around my computer because it came in a day early.
Oh,
and once I end this show, I'm gonna go play Dragon Ball Fighters because I've been wanting to play that game all day.
No, and by the way, too, BBM is also saying a compliment. I don't know if this is because the show's so bad in wrestling, or maybe Goldberg's so good in the Flash, but he's saying Duke can act better than wrestling these days. So I mean, who knows about that? I would agree with you, just because I don't like any kind of Goldberg acting or promoing in WWE at all. He's pretty fucking terrible no matter what. Even with old age, it got worse as we went on. But aside from that, because that's a Raw guy, we're talking about SmackDown. Before we even continue, too, we're talking about the Mixed Match Challenge as well. Because, for one, right now we got Sami Zayn, who just ended off our SmackDown show. That's why he left. That's why he left the ring, by the way.
That's why.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense now.
I was like, why in the fuck are they fighting? Like, why is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fucking fight? I did not put two and two together for this match tonight.
Yeah, no, and I mean, that makes sense now.
And they were talking about it like half the fucking night. I don't know how many times I saw the Ginger Snap fucking promo, but
yeah,
okay.
But this does look like a good match already too. I mean, people definitely watch the mixed match challenges. I actually watched the one with Finn Balor from the last. I think it wasn't even last week. It was like 2 weeks ago, and that was pretty good. Was like,
the one from 2 weeks ago. I think it was Nakamura and Natalia versus Finn Balor and Banks, I believe it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty good match. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, definitely everyone check this out. We'll probably be, I mean, if I had this on screen, I'm paying enough attention, I'll definitely tell you who wins at the very end of this. But it's pretty cool that they're doing this. I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
It's going to be Raw, because I think Raw's been fucking winning the entire time.
They have.
Yeah. and like, you guys would probably say winning just like they are on the television show, because I got to tell you, man, as far as tonight goes, there is a couple things, and I said last night, I said that the wrestling matches were going to be not as good on SmackDown as they were last night. I thought there's no way in hell Raw is going to be able to lose to SmackDown as far as that particular rating goes. But as far as writing goes, SmackDown, I'm loving it. I mean, I hated that beginning with the Nakamura promo. But, man, it tied in okay. I didn't see too much Nakamura throughout the whole night. I didn't see too much AJ Styles. It wasn't some weird, like, forced thing where they can't like each other. They're actually being partners and being cool with each other. And the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens thing was very, very interesting to me. Like, I was completely, like, hyped to see what was going to happen next with those two. But, Hovig, how do you feel about that, man? Especially the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing. Like,
what are we talking about? The Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing?
Yeah, well, like, the storylines that pretty much started off the show and ended off the show.
To be honest, I am looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next Tuesday between those two.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, they really swerved me with that one. Like, they had to, like, now they're going to put the best friends, like, up against each other. I mean, we've seen that type of shit before plenty of times, but now it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, but not as enemies, as friends. Going towards, like, they both have the same goal. Like, what the fuck is going to happen. Like, what can go wrong? What can go right? Like, they got me.
Yeah, they got me too. I mean, I think it's a pretty cool thing that they have going on over there. Trey, like, what about you, man? What do you feel about the storylines with Nakamura, and then the whole thing with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
The Nakamura promo tonight was kind of cringy. I was just like, this is so bad. Funny. Compared to the Oscar promo yesterday, it wasn't as bad in my opinion. But as for the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens thing, I don't know how to feel. Because with that, it's kind of like, they said if they would have won, they would be the co-WWE champions, kind of like the New Day would do when I be the United States champion. So I don't know how that's gonna work. And even then, like, granted, Sami Zayn did leave for the Men's Tag Team Challenge for the most part, but it also made for some good storytelling. But you're already adding friction between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So I feel like in terms of story progression, it did pretty all right. Even with Nakamura, because I would say the only cringe thing he did not do was backstage where him and AJ Styles were trying to come up with a game plan. And all he kept saying was like, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. And they just like, really? Like, what are you saying here? I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. And then like he kept saying that. And then Nakamura was like, oh, I'm just playing, dude. Like listen, just follow me in the ring and it'll be all right. And I was like, okay, that is the most less cringy thing I saw Nakamura do. So I feel like a lot of story progression happened today in terms of all four of those people.
Yeah, because there's so much dialogue, and whether or not it was good dialogue or bad dialogue, at least the writers are putting in the effort of saying, like, no, these characters would talk at this point. No, we wouldn't be in the universe world. If wrestling was real and this was like a reality show or something, there would be no way in hell that AJ and Nakamura wouldn't have ended up talking somehow. And I feel like that was perfect for them to kind of get that out of the way. And also for me, we're getting so much of their interaction right now that I'm almost pretty certain that we're not going to see Nakamura versus AJ Styles, at least in that simple form at WrestleMania. I think Elimination Chamber, something's going to happen where that's going to be twisted and turned somehow. Like, we're not going to get Nakamura versus AJ Styles, like whether it's a regular match or a staple match, or not staple, gimmick match or something. I think something's going to change. But Hover, do you feel like that's the same thing here? Like, do you think that maybe they're not going to fight?
No, they're going to fight at WrestleMania.
Okay, but do you think that they're moving this a little too fast in the sense of, like, we're getting a lot of interaction, which I'm not complaining, by the way. I actually love that.
No, not really too fast. I mean, it was kind of random for them to – I feel that for them to be in a tag match tonight. But I really don't think this is going to be – they're moving too fast at all, because this is something they've been teasing for quite some time. Ever since maybe summertime. Like, they've been kind of teasing this, like, with the whole AJ and Shinsuke Nakamura thing. I mean, this is not the first time they've even teamed up with each other, So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Because right now, what's going on, which I do kind of like, is that they're not focusing on Shinsuke and AJ Styles. They're focusing on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles, which is a good little break for the whole thing with Shinsuke, because we won't be seeing him face AJ until fucking April. Yeah. So if they continue the storyline between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against AJ Styles for right now, I'm all for it, because I don't want them to stale out, which could be like one of the greatest things at WrestleMania this year between Styles and Nakamura.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I mean, yeah, that's a big thing for me too. And I'm like I said, I wasn't complaining earlier when I was saying that it was moving too fast, but I do feel like, yeah, you're moving fast enough to where I'm like, okay, are you guys even gonna go this route? And you're just trying to like get everyone's boners hard, just so you can kind of leave us with blue balls like you typically do. But then again, and it's not a pun by the way for the blue balls and the SmackDown thing, but it's like we'll see what happens as far as that goes. I just hope SmackDown doesn't fuck this up like they do every single thing else. But that so far is doing good, especially the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn thing. And tonight, the way the crowd was reacting, do you feel like maybe Kevin Owens is going to be the face in this storyline and Sami Zayn is going to be the heel?
That would be a twist and turn right there, because normally we see Kevin Owens as the heel. He's been a heel since his fucking first day on NXT.
Yeah,
when he double-crossed, when he beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. So with him being the fucking face and Sami the heel, whoa.
Yeah, and that'd be a really cool dynamic that I want to see.
I do maybe feel that they might do Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania this year. Mm-hmm. I have that little smidge of a feel, just a tiny bit, but who knows?
Yeah, and over here, Baby M is saying he wants to have Jeff Hardy return and walk out with the belt at WrestleMania. Man, I don't know about that, brother. I do not want to see Jeff Hardy fucking do that shit.
That would be the swerve for the ages.
Yeah, it really would, and I really cannot stand Jeff Hardy whatsoever. I mean, his whole heel turn in TNA literally made me hate him. And I guess you would say, oh, I guess the heel turn worked, but it's like right around the time he was on drugs, he had a horrible match with Steen at Victory Road, and just so many things happened with Jeff Hardy around that time. I can't get over it. I fucking hate Jeff Hardy so very much. So yeah, BBM, I'm sorry, you're awesome, dude, but I completely disagree with that. But Trey, you sir. When I asked Hovig about the whole like heel face thing, do you feel like Sami Zayn might be the heel and Kevin Owens might be the face? I mean, is that a possibility in your mind or not?
That is a possibility. I mean, in my mind, I was thinking there's gonna be two heels going against each other, but it would be weird to see Kevin Owens as the face. In my opinion, I mean, would it be a cool change of pace? Sure. Would I want to see that? Nah, because Kevin Owens is kind of better as the heel. But like Sami Zayn being a heel has been a refreshing turn, so maybe seeing Kevin as a face would be a refreshing turn as well. I don't know, but I guess we'll just have to see next week in terms of that.
Yeah, man, Sami Zayn as a heel has been masterful.
No, he really has. I mean, even now, it's like
love every second, and it's not like he's just like a regular heel. He's that fucking like. He reminds me of that like the fucking asshole type. No. He reminds me of like that asshole, like a. I don't know. It's like
Jeff Jarrett.
No, not like another wrestler type of thing. Like an actual maybe like that asshole type of egotistical college student or some shit like that, or like like the one that's always like. Hanging with the boys type of shit,
yeah,
you know?
The guy has like at the indie coffee shop and is like, hey, bro, man, whatever, that was stupid.
Yes, yeah. Like that stupid shit. Like, it's just...
Very sarcastic.
Very sarcastic. Like, I just don't know what it is about heel Sami Zayn, but it is just brilliant.
Well, and it makes you want to have him get attacked. Like, even over here, I mean, he's
like,
finding his way...
what the hell is going on?
No, he's actually holding his own against Braun Strowman, which, I mean, dude, a few months ago...
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. And you, I mean, honestly, I mean, I won't speak for you, but I feel like both of us would agree that we wouldn't see this coming.
That's it. It's done. Look at this shit. Boom!
No, but I mean, we wouldn't expect that out of Sami Zayn a few months ago. Like, no way in hell. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah.
I think ever since he started teaming up with Kevin Owens, his career just started going back up step by step.
Yeah, no, exactly. And over here, we got more mixed match challenge stuff. I really like Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. This is actually pretty cool. Yeah, there she goes. Bam!
Oh!
So
1, 2, wait, hold on.
Oh, no, she did not win. Or no, wait, she did. Holy shit, I think she did. Wow. I guess I can't.
Raw wins once again.
Raw wins once again. This is the Raw Smackdown at this point.
Damn, man. Yeah, and Kai, lucky Braun Strowman. Look at this dude. You know, good job, guy.
Fuck you, Braun. Put my wife down.
Man, ain't your wife. Oh, man. And by the way, this is weird that's happening on SmackDown territory. Like, this is twice that in SmackDown's, like, arena, like, Raw wins.
Well, no. Did Raw win last week?
No, that's
yeah. Like, no, like, Raw, because Raw's won 3. They're 3-0. Like, that's the thing. And you would think, and I was thinking, like, in this match, like, at least Sami Zayn might have a chance in a sense, because, you know, he's a heel at this point. You would think he'd try to put some heel stuff against Braun Strowman. Granted, Braun and Sami does have history against each other. I do know that was a factor in this as well. So I guess that's probably what kind of did him in at the end of the day in this. But it's unfortunate that this was a 3-0 sweep at this point. So
God damn, Alexa had so much height on that shit.
Yeah,
I'm surprised with her tiny, like, just tiny body, she didn't like fucking break. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is for the Conference Core Championship. No, the thing is, I was for sure that Braun wasn't gonna win just because of the fact that, like, it's Braun Strowman. He's on a huge fucking thing right now. Why would he lose to somebody as small as Sami Zayn, who's a heel who's been losing to everybody on SmackDown? So that would have been bad booking. This is the one match where I'm like, I'm glad that Raw won, honestly, at that point. But that was basically. Oh, so here's the thing. I want to show this really quick. So they've been doing these little promos, right? And what's up with that shit, dude?
I don't know.
What the fuck? They've been doing that all night tonight on SmackDown. So much, in fact, that Trey actually sent me something. Trey sent me this thing that I saw in the beginning of the show, too, during Nakamura's entrance. And it was frustrating as fuck. Now, Trey, while I'm showing this, what are your thoughts on this, bro?
Man, it's like, and I saw some of this at Raw yesterday as well.
Oh,
It's
you
like
did?
somebody discovered clip art or something like that. And they're like, hey, I figured out this program that's existed since the '90s. Let's put it all over our programming. Even with the Usos promos, with the lockdown, and they kept doing like the jail cell thingy. It's annoying. This clip art stuff is not needed at all whatsoever.
This shit was like using fucking Final Cut version like 1.
Yeah, it was like the frames were off and everything too. This was like fucking Windows Movie Maker shit. Like,
not even. This shit was like iMovie on the fucking iPad.
Yeah, this was really
this was Microsoft Word. This they didn't feel like this is Microsoft Word clip art. That's why I was saying clip art. Man, this is bad.
They didn't use the old school PowerPoint.
And then of course, like Rockstar, we get it, Rockstar. Like,
very relieved that Shinsuke was able to duck. Wait, I was reading that.
yeah. It's like he's over here just chilling.
The way of those letters in time, Jesus.
Yeah, no. So I don't know, man.
Rockstar, I thought he was the artist.
But man, well, it doesn't matter. You know he's bad.
It doesn't matter. These past 2 weeks, they're giving him so many different names that it doesn't matter at this point.
He doesn't even know what the fuck. He doesn't speak English. He's like, oh, what am I again? Oh, fucking goddamn stupid fucking. I hate Nakamura so fucking much. Ugh. Anyways, but aside from that though, because at the ending it was good, so I'm gonna lay off Nakamura today. But the tag team division, and it was funny that I brought the mixed match challenge thing, and the Usos are being shown. That promo tonight was great, aside from the jail cell thing. You know, I know that was bad and it was like cringy and everything, but that was cool. I had such a great time with that promo. Like, Hovig, what'd you feel about the Usos?
What,
promo?
the Usos?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. The Usos can't do no wrong no matter what. Come on.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Their fucking promos are great. Granted, half the shit that they say is fucking ridiculous with the whole penitentiary shit, with the whole lockdown thing. I was like, you know what? Whatever. You guys are awesome. Just fuck it.
You know? Yeah, I mean, granted, every time I saw them do that fucking thing with the with the.
And then they were like Fashion Files, lockdown. I'm like.
Yeah, they're looking at the time trying to see like the good work they put in, you know. And every time they did that, by the way, I was so like taken aback from it. I was like, "This dude," like every time like lockdown. What? Like I had Nakamura's face. What's going on? Fucking Looney Tunes looking motherfucker. Anyway,
that's some Papa shit. Okay.
I know, like I feel like I want to get the circle and like make it like zoom into his face, like, oh, that's all, folks. You know, have him fuck up that whole bit. But yeah, Nakamura, he was great. Or not Nakamura, Usos, they were great. I love their fucking promo. I love how, you know, they went through their entire history, even bringing up the bar, which was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, like you guys did whip their ass, like fucking sweet, bring that up. So yeah, like I said, Usos is cool. I like their theme song. I like when they come out, the fans are loving them. Trey, I'm gonna ask you, man, how'd you feel about the Usos promo?
It was amazing. It was a great promo. I thought it made it for amazing work. Granted, in my head, I was like, "Oh, they better set up some feud with the Bludgeon Brothers," and then like they ended up coming out. And they didn't even interact with them, so I was like, "Oh, well, that was a waste." But other than that, like but even though I told myself it was a waste, I was like, "Well, wait a minute, let's not think of it that way." It was actually kind of that old school, you know, them cutting a promo, just showing off that they're the best, and they have the list to prove it. So, I overall enjoyed it. It was just a very old school promo from them, and it was amazing.
Man, I hope they finally do something with the fucking Hammer Brothers.
Yeah, no, me too.
Because God damn it, like Trey said, like with the whole when they came out to face, like with thinking they were gonna face the Usos, I was like, oh shit, and then they went into the ring and faced like two jobbers. I was like, they're still doing this?
Yeah, they ain't even acknowledged the Usos. That's why I was like, what was the point of that?
You know, I mean, I understand what you guys are coming from too, because like in a writing sense, that was kind of bothersome. But at the same time, I was like, okay. You know, we just got done with the Royal Rumble. We got, what, 4 or 5 weeks until the next pay-per-view. I don't know what SmackDown has. If it's Elimination Chamber, No Way Out, or whatever the fuck they're going to be doing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's like, that was basically Usos saying, like, oh shit, let's step out the way for these guys to do business because they're fucking awesome. And we'll meet again one day. This is like one of those things in a movie where it's like you see something that's going to happen at the end. And it's like, I see a sword.
It's like, tonight, you. It's like one of those shits.
Yeah, which was cool as fuck. I was like, okay, you know what? I look forward to seeing how this is all going to connect later on. But then when you get something like that, you get this fucking, like, the Ascension's actually happy doing this show with the Fashion Files. And it's like, dude, I forgot the Fashion Files was still doing their thing, and they're still doing it. And it's like, dude, can we please stop? Yo, it's been a year now, man.
And those poor Ascension bastards, bro.
Yeah, dude.
My
This is
God.
like this is rape. You
I
know?
had such high hopes for the Ascension back then, bro. They done. I can't even say they don't fuck them up because fucking them up was like
Understatement.
no, not even understatement. It's an improvement of what they've done to those guys, man. Man, they done murdered them. They done cremated them. They done chopped them up into fucking pieces. They scattered the remains all over the goddamn
And they
planet.
looted the bodies.
They did whatever the man. They done Jeffrey Dahmer their asses, Ted Bundy their asses. I can name so many other fucking serial killers. That's how bad they done fucked up the goddamn Ascension, and it's so heartbreaking.
It really is, because I was like, here we go. The tag team division's fucking going to be stellar again because of the Ascension. Boy, was I fucking so unbelievably, so cripplingly wrong. Like, God
man,
damn.
fuck Absolution. I always wanted a stable with the Ascension and fucking Paige, bro.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. And it made
That
sense
would've
to
been-
draw from NXT.
That's not only that they're all from NXT, but they all almost kind of slightly resemble the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like they're all like, you know, like they all had the don't fuck with us type of attitude, and they all had like the same type of tone in their character. Like these guys are Illuminati agents or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck with the whole triangle thing. And then Paige was like, you know, like what's the best way to even give an example of Paige?
Like Black Widow, I guess. Like, I don't even, you know.
Yeah, like a Black Widow type of character, like a fucking like a Game of Thrones fucking shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
But
some kind
you're
of
like,
queen. Yeah, like.
but fuck it. It doesn't even matter at this point, dude.
No, it drives me nuts because even that too, the Shelton Benjamin Chad Gable thing, where like they were kind of like, oh, you lost twice in a row, and it's like I love the Usos a lot, but they didn't. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin did not deserve to lose twice in a row. That never happens. Which, by the way, I actually want that to happen. I've been saying that. Like, man, I hate 2 out of 3 matches because I know that it's going to be 1-1 and then 1 at the end. I hate those matches. It's so predictable. They finally do it in an unpredictable way, but at the worst time. Why would you do that with this match? Like, oh my God, you barely even see 2 out.
Actually, the funny thing is the only successful types of matches we've ever had with those was Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, yep, exactly. But yeah, like, I mean, as far as the other, like, I mean, we were talking about the Usos and everything, but like, as far as the bad stuff, I mean, Trey, what'd you feel about the Ascension, Tyler Breeze, etc., Chad Gable? What'd you feel about that stuff?
I love that promo for the most part because the way they set it up in the commentary, where it was going to be another Fashion Files episode, and then Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable came and interrupted it. That was pretty great. Like, I like how they just came in there and be like, they made the tag team division a joke and everything, and then Tyler and then Fred Angle coming at them, and it was great. I did love that. The overall match sucked, and even then, I'm with you, Nick. That whole 2-0 thing, I feel like was very unwarranted to Chad and Shelton. So yeah, it's kind of weird, I guess. It's like the tag team division SmackDown is always great for the most part, but tonight it was pretty lackluster. It had a good promo work, just the matches weren't that great.
Now the biggest thing here, and it's gonna be really, really quick. I'm so sick of the Riott Squad, dude. I so wholeheartedly hope that the Riott Squad gets fucking fired and sent back to NXT or worse. I fucking hate that shit. Like, that Charlotte promo was already not the greatest, and then with them coming out and then doing a Shield-like fucking team up against them, and then, you know, I actually left the room, but as far as what I can see, no one came and helped. You know what I mean? Like, even Trey was getting mad. Like, man, ain't nobody gonna come and help. And I was like, Trey, no, it's cool, dude. Like, someone's gonna come out and help. Well, I left, and yeah, as far as I can see, Trey, no one came to help Charlotte. Was that the case at the end of the promo, or?
Yeah, nobody came to help her, and I was just like, wait, but isn't Becky there? Like, and Naomi? Like, where are they? Like, it felt weird. Go ahead, Hovick.
No, I was gonna say the funny thing is that even my buddy was just sitting here saying, he's like, I bet you Ronda Rousey comes out. I'm like, that'd have been dope.
Yeah. And this is another time where, like, you know, and it's almost unfair, and I'm not going to make this, like, hurt the show, but it's going to hurt. It's hurting my hype for Ronda. But, like, tonight, no mentioning of Ronda, and it would have been cool for her to come out for a second or something and be like, hey, maybe I'll come on SmackDown.
I thought Charlotte did.
Well, no, like that was a mentioning of Ronda, but it wasn't like a promo thing on the video thing, which I want to see the same clip, obviously, but someone needs to, there needs to be some, like, imagery of Ronda. Maybe, like, a promo that's like, hey, next Monday, watch her,
Yeah, no, I think she's going to show up next week because I think right now they just want to go get the whole aftermath of Royal Rumble going. So I think it's going to be one of those, like, expected, the least expected type of shit. So I'm thinking maybe next week.
Okay.
Who knows?
Makes sense. But yeah, like I said, the Riott Squat, I mean, I hate that no one came to help. And then the thing is, I was actually talking really good about SmackDown to Trey when he was upset about it. And I was like, dude, we might not do an episode of fucking Where's That SmackDown Superstar? Well, then the SmackDown had to slap me in the face with that shit because no divas showed up. Like, you get the Riott Squad and Charlotte, but yet you don't get Becky, Natalya, Lana, Naomi, Tamina, fucking Carmella, nobody. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Wait. Carmella tried to cash in on.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up.
Okay, well then there was a purpose. That actually kind of saves the whole promo in a way because Carmella coming out, it's like, okay, there's a reason why Riott Squad did that. It makes sense why she would come out. I mean, I don't know. Now I don't feel the same about it, but at the same time, it's like maybe I should have stayed and watched the entire thing. But as far as what I saw, it was like, yes, moving on. Yes, you're Charlotte Flair. Yes, woo. Yes, the title. Women's Revolution. Fuck you. I'm sick of that shit. Like, actually revolute instead of telling me that you're going to revolute. Actually do the shit.
Revolute?
I don't care. I know it's not a word. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but it's just,
you mean revolt?
Revolve. I don't know, like something. I want them to do it though. Stop talking about it. Even talking about it since 2013, and we're still like, hey, we're gonna make it, guys.
You women need to revolution this shit.
Yeah, like just stop talking about just be a big deal now. You know what I mean? Don't stop fucking with me. And I'm looking over here, and BBM's fucking with me, saying you hate her on Monday, but pissed she didn't come to SmackDown. Make up your mind, Nick. And honestly, like, yeah, I was pissed about her on Monday because they decided to go ahead and start saying, yo, Ronda Rousey this, Ronda Rousey that, but she's not gonna show up though. And I was like, okay, you know what? If we're gonna go that route, if we're gonna keep bringing up Ronda Rousey like she's the end-all, be-all to SmackDown and Raw division because she's the greatest thing to ever happen on WWE for 2 minutes, then you better go all the way with it. I want to see her then. If you're going to keep telling me she's great, show me. And nothing tonight, and nothing last night. And it's like, man, there better be something on Monday because there ain't nothing on Monday. That's 3 strikes already. And I'm like, you know what, dude? At this point, fuck Ronda Rousey. So I love Ronda Rousey as a person, as a UFC fighter, but so far in WWE, I'm already like, yo, you guys are handling this girl the wrong fucking way. You could have had her show up last night and give her 2 weeks break. You could have did something like that. Don't just make her shake hands with somebody and smile up the fucking ramp and then disappear. What the fuck? And this Riott Squad shit, like, that could have been cool to see all the divas fight over the Royal Rumble thing. It would have been cool to see Beth Phoenix show up one more night. Or a Kelly or a Kairi Sane from NXT. I mean, this would be a great time for an NXT debut. One of those girls. Maybe Ember Moon or something. Anything. But no. Didn't give me shit. Fuck you, SmackDown, for that shit. With me saying all this stuff, though, we'll get into ratings. Yeah, tonight was definitely a 2.5 out of 5. I liked a lot of the stuff on here, but it was boring as fuck. The matches were awful. You know what I mean? Like, I did like the Fatal 4-Way match. That was the best match of the night. But yeah, like this shit was pretty bad, pretty boring. But the writing was good. And it's like what Raw did wrong last night, SmackDown did right tonight. But then what Raw did right last night, SmackDown fucked up tonight. Really bad. So, yeah, 2.5 out of 5 for me. My voice is going, I don't know what the fuck's happening to me. Hovig, what was your rating for the show, brother?
I'm with you, man. 2.5 out of 5. I mean, it wasn't the worst show. It wasn't the best show. It definitely wasn't fucking last night. I can tell you that much. Some of the matches were cool. Some of the storylines were whatever tonight. But like I said, I am looking forward to Sami Zayn and KO next week and see where that goes. The only fucking thing that sucks is that Fastlane is in March. So we have like 2 months until fucking Fastlane. So they're going to have to keep us fucking intrigued with whatever the hell they're doing for the next month and a half or two.
You have to treat like actual SmackDown shows as pay-per-views at a certain point. Like,
yeah, they're gonna have to because at this point right now, because it's too long. Because right now, Elimination Chamber for Raw is in 1 month, and then Fastlane is in 2 months, and then WrestleMania is in April. So which is kind of good because now we don't have to pay-per-views for the next fucking like every 2 weeks now. But still, it's like in order for us to keep staying intrigued, they're going to need to start shaking things up, which is why I kind of like what they're doing with KO and Zayn.
Because I want to see next week's episode already. I want to see what happens next with those two.
Yeah, I just want to see what happens. I mean, there's really not much else to say, you know. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said there's really not much else to say, so 2.5 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5. Okay, sweet. Now, Trey, I am very, very curious of what you're thinking, man, because you seem like you would probably be lower than 2.5 when we first talked earlier today. So, yeah, how you feeling, bro? Well, what would you rate this show?
Yeah, I had to put some thought in this, and even then, the Carmella almost cashing in thing was actually pretty great too. Because as we were talking, and you heard me go, "Oh my god, what the heck?" You know, when that happened, like that kind of raced up to a 2.5 for me. The fact that was a potential of that happening, it kind of called me out. That like, yeah, I want to be invested in this. It just fell off on a couple of things. The match quality wasn't up to par to last night's. Storylines progressed really well. It's just that I wish we got better matches tonight. The Riott Squad, I'm not as sick of them because I've always said that they're better than Absolution, because like unlike Absolution where they're seeming badly unstoppable, Riott Squad actually like they show their flaws, but they like try to improve their flaws, and them jumping Charlotte even really worked out, even though it was confusing to me because obviously Becky was there, obviously Naomi was there. Where were them? That's normally her team. So that the fact that it didn't show up was kind of like what the hell. And then the Usos credit gut promo, the Sami and Kevin Owens thing is pretty interesting. The Nakamura thing, like I said, his promo in the beginning of the night was cringy, but the backstage stuff, he actually did all right. I just wish they would limit his talking. You know, he doesn't need to talk that much. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5 down the middle. We're pretty much even at this point, all of us.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great of a SmackDown show,
and it wasn't the worst either.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst either. So yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, that's basically about it. I think we got through this pretty fast today. Like, I mean, I don't know. It feels like it was fast. Maybe it wasn't. I don't even know what the fuck anymore. But people, before we confuse Nakamura even more so, he's still like, you guys gonna end yet? I mean, what the fuck's going on? But with that said, no, my boy Trey, why don't you tell the people what to be looking forward to for the next couple of days, sir?
Yeah, because you know what's not confusing.
What, Trey?
I had to make up for yesterday. Anyway, the midweek chat attack. That's right. Join us tomorrow for the midweek chat attack. We got some topics to talk about and everything. It's gonna be great. 7:30 CST. And then on Friday, you got the Untitled Gaming Show on the Facebook Midnight Chat Attack Facebook page. Join us there. Like our content there. We always posting stuff and everything. Keep you updated, and you know, hopefully you'll find something to keep you interested there. And then Saturday, of course, is the main event of this channel, the Midnight Chat Attack. Join us there at 7:30 CST. We got the After Hours run by Mr. Ganja Guru and Alan Birdman. Join us there, and we'll have some good topics to talk about there too. And of course, after that, you turn that clock back around back to Monday. You got the Raw Ringside Hangout. So join us there as well as we talk about Raw. Hopefully, it's great, as great as it was yesterday. But you never know with this Ringside Hangout show of ours. So thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. It was fun as shit. Hope he's gonna get to his computer, that lucky son of a bitch.
Dude, bro, you should have seen me. I was just sitting there chilling, playing God of War 3 on the old PS4, and then all of a sudden UPS pulls up. I'm like, no.
When you're looking out the window through the blinds, like,
no, because where I'm sitting, it's like I got the patio right there, and you can out into the parking lot. And then right in front of where my patio is where the parking lot is, like where we park our cars and shit. And so the UPS truck just pulls forward. I was like, it can't be for me. And then I looked at the tracking, and it says out for delivery. I was like, bro, that fucking computer weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah, no, I mean, those things are fucking heavy as shit, man.
I still have to get the fucking side panel running because I don't know what the fuck I gotta do, man.
But people, no, but he's gonna be a happy bee, and I'm gonna be very, very happy to not do a wrestling show until fucking next Monday. So, thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. And on 1, and on that 2, and on that 3. Oh my goodness.
Screw WrestleMania, screw SummerSlam, and screw the Watch on the 5th anniversary show. I'm gonna go back to Dragon Ball FighterZ now.
Hey, Eddie. We love you, man. You didn't miss it. But now you did. Oh.
Oh no, you didn't miss it at all. Watch the rerun.
There we go. Thank you very much. We're syndicated right after signing.